What's up, YouTube? Coming at y'all again, continuing Sonetta Week. And tonight's video is going to be about Sonetta and his total disregard for his part in Polight's fuckery. Now, I started Sonetta Week off talking about how he used to bullshit niggas and edit them videos in a way that spun it so that Shaka Amos and Polight and all these characters, I'm in Raw Squad, they so powerful. I'm in Raw Squad, powerful people. And this motherfucker slanting the fucking editing so that they look like they're just dominating the Hebrew Israelites. And for the record, I do not subscribe to being a Hebrew Israelite, nor do I care, nor do I, meaning, and not care in a disrespectful manner, but not care as far as if that's what somebody gravitate to. As long as you a black man and you stay a black man, that's what it is. I heard Zion Lex say in a lecture one time talking about SETI, it was recent, I think it was with Titans, and he was talking about how, me and him, basically him and they don't subscribe to the same thing, but he respect the fuck out of SETI because he got 2 feet on the ground for black people. So it's like, dog, like that's all at the end of the day, that's what real niggas can recognize and push forward. Now, dealing with you, Sonetta, what you have to do before you continue to try to push forward, much like Polight, you have to make amends, man. Make amends for what you've done, man. There must be some sort of justice. There must be some sort of repentance. You can't just find other ways to try to be creative with the page and keep it going. The thing, what you did to Pharaoh, man, and SETI with that debate shit, that must be answered for, man. Like, really answered for. It needs to be a public panel where we're coming in and we're asking you live on a live stream. We like, yo, what the fuck is up with you, G, to possess you to do some shit like that? You can't slave drive nobody. Whether he accepted your terms or not, it's what it is. You shouldn't have been promoting debates before you had a contract signed. That's all your fault. And you know it is, but that's a part of your shady practices. That's how you roll. So that you could back the people that you want to fuck over into the debate by telling them that you've already invested mad time and come on, man, you see the promotion and all of that, man. The people are coming. The people gonna be here. So just take my fuck ass contract and be loyal to the people. So let me get this straight. You want to convince a brother and weigh on his empathy for his people and being loyal to them and knowing that they were traveling from long distances for this debate. You was going to use that in an attempt to swindle him out of money that he must, more than likely deserve. That's some cold shit, Sonetta. That's some cold shit, bro. Like, why do you feel you gotta manipulate and always dominate the situation? Like, where that comes from, it comes from that arrogance of wanting everybody to kiss your ass. When you spew out that rites of passage shit, You old fuck ass. The only reason you would spill that shit out and spew that shit out your fucking mouth is in an attempt to dominate the situation. Come through me like that. What's that kid, the young kid, little inky son, Marcus. This young kid, I was just fucking with you, G Marcus, if you ever hear the video, I was calling you inky son. But anyway, like, yo, this kid could fucking do his own thing, man. For him to come out there in an articulate manner in which he delivers himself, it apparently means he has thoughts of being a better person, thoughts of elevating his consciousness and elevating his ability to speak and all of that shit. So, in dealing with other people and I guess conveying what it is he wants to convey, his message to the world. And it's sad that he gets tricked into really believing the rites of passage shit. Like, Marcus, yo, remember, G, no bullshit. Remember that this nigga Sarnetta was friends with fucking Bombada and all this time, G, and more than likely, yo, you done heard stories about that nigga being a punk and fucking with little dudes, and so he ain't never say nothing. Then I don't give a fuck what he say to you and how he act like he don't know. He's just like Polight. He's a fucking New York stage thespian. His stage is just Harlem, that street corner. I'm telling you, man. So keep it moving, G. Do what you do. Watch how Pharaoh move, nigga. Like, he ain't need that dude to pop himself off, yo. And then now that he got himself popping off, these dudes is latching on. Now you got these dudes who's basically scared of this nigga. This nigga's subscription shit, his following grow every week by the thousands. By the time this year is over with, that young man will probably have 180,000 subscribers. The way this shit going, because it's gaining traction more and more. People are going to start leaving Polight. They already have. He can sit there and try to explain shit away all he wants to. Why are you talking about all that shit? You better come and address the shit that you're not talking about. We're not stupid. We know how to focus on the shit that you don't want to say. Then you got Sarnetta, like I said, not wanting to pay a part, not wanting to own responsibility for the part that he plays in all these things. Like, this whole shit about Polight, I even said that shit about Polight's wife, yo. Like, in one of my videos, like, yo, y'all had to know this nigga was scamming people. People weren't getting their shit, yo. You had to know that shit, which makes you complicit to the whole thing. You're a fucking accessory. And Sarnetta, dog, you knew this shit. If Unc was to fucking say that shit he said to Pharaoh, joking, or whether he was joking or not, when he tried to cover it like he was joking or whatever, saying, yo, you think that status correction shit work? Yo, basically saying Polight scamming people. If that nigga know that shit, Sarnetta, of course you knew that shit. You brought Polight out, yo. You are the Polight's creator. Whether Polight wants to fucking admit that shit or not, Sarnetta, you are Polight's creator. And you play a role in all of this shit. You played a role in protecting and hiding and blocking all the fuck shit he was doing. You were editing all the fucking videos when he was getting his ass tore up more than likely by fucking Zion Lex and them niggas, and you're blocking all that shit, Gorilla Hebrew and them niggas eating them, and you're editing the video to make sure Polight looks good. So then boom, what happens? He looks good, and everybody's gravitating to him more and coming around to him more. But at the end of the day, yo, you're manufacturing this shit. You're manufacturing Polight. You made him. That's what you do with your media. You manufacture shit. That all this time, most of these beefs that y'all was probably even fucking with niggas on, you was manufacturing that shit. That's crazy. You play a bigger role in this than people are saying. And I'm going to do videos on you for the rest for a whole week's time because you're not going to get away with doing it for aiding and abetting this fucking fuck nigga throughout the community. Basically, you introduced him to the community. Remember when you was trying to sell us that he was so young, the young phenom? Now he's talking to Pharaoh and he's calling him young man. And young man, you need to... And now, just so quickly, he goes from being this young phenom to now being the chief captain of the rites of passage that Pharaoh needs to submit himself through and follow the veteran. Like, nigga, you only been on the scene for like 3 years. How the fuck would you age dog years, nigga? Some shit like that. Double the time, motherfucker. And Sonetta, you're producing this shit. You're pushing this shit. All of this shit is being pushed by you. Yeah. What Polight? What about when? Polight? Look, how about this? The Hebrews say that blah 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 blah. Right, and then the Hebrews say this, and then they have nothing. They can provide no facts. They don't have any interface. And they don't know how to say inception, and then it's conception. Yeah, you the young phenom, Polight. You a phenom, man. You're young. Yo, you started this shit, man. Sonetta, man, you the Dr. Frankenstein, man. Polight's your monster.